Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Excellent Economics. In this video, we will discuss about Utkal University MA Economics Entrance Questions Paper of 2019. As we know, Utkal University never share its entrance questions paper with the students. So, we have collected some questions by asking some of our students, those who have appeared in the entrance examination. Now we will discuss. It is not possible to discuss each and every questions, so we will discuss some of the questions which are given by our students. And before coming to the questions, if you have not subscribed yet, then please subscribe this channel so that you can get instant notification of my upcoming videos. Thank you. Now coming to the question, there was a question that India's rank in ease of doing business, and at present India's rank is 77. And another question was, who is the winner of 2019 IPL, Indian Premier League? And the winner of 2019 IPL was Mumbai Indians. Then there was a question, who is the CEO of Indian Cricket Council? And the correct answer is Manoj Shane is the correct answer, is the CEO of Indian Cricket Council. And who is the author of the books Wings of Fire? And as we know, this is a very popular book, Wings of Fire. It is written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India. And the poorest state of India, the question was, according to 2011 census, which state is the poorest state of India? And its correct answer is Bihar. And Black Revolution, there was a question related to Black Revolution, and Black Revolution is related to our petroleum production. Then next one, Karl Marx theory, there was a question related to Marxian theory, and the correct answer is class. And Marxian theory is related to class or class war between the capitalist and the working class, capitalist class and the working class. Similarly, there was another question related to Schumpeterian theory, and Schumpeterian theory is based on the concept of innovation. He has given importance to innovation, so here the correct answer will be innovation. Now there was a question, if demand changed by 2% due to 1% change in price, then what about the elasticity of demand, whether it is elastic or inelastic, like that. So if when price changes by 1% but quantity demand changes by 2%, that is, it is more than 1%. When here price changes by 1% but quantity demand changes by more than 1%, that means change in quantity demand is more, or proportional change in quantity demand is more than percentage change in price, and here the demand is said to be elastic. Similarly, next one, there was a question related to zero sum game, and zero sum game is one, and if in the game the gain of one player is equal to the loss of another player, then that particular game is called zero sum game. And there was another question, budget is related to which policy of Government of India? And budget is related to the fiscal policy. Budget is related to fiscal policy of Government of India. Then next one, and there was a question related to perfect competition, and the question was, if there are large number of buyer and seller and the products are homogeneous, then these are the feature of which competition? And if there are large number of buyer and sellers and the products are homogeneous, then it satisfies the feature of perfect competition. Then another question was there about the component of HDI, and it was, which of the following is not a component of HDI? And as we know, HDI includes life expectancy index, educational attainment index, which is consist of adult literacy and gross enrollment ratio, and standard of living index, which is measured by GNI per capita. So, and there was another option, infant mortality rate, and which is not a component of HDI. So this one is the correct answer, infant mortality rate, which is not a component of HDI. Then there was a questions from probability. Suppose a single dice, or suppose a single dice is thrown, then what is the probability of getting less than 4? In case of thrown of a single dice, here the exhaustive case is 6. There are 6 possibility, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So exhaustive case is 6. Now the probability of getting less than 4, here the favorable cases are less than 4 is either 1 or 2 or 3. So there are 3 favorable cases and 6 is the exhaustive cases. So the required probability is favorable cases divided by exhaustive cases, that is favorable cases is 3, exhaustive cases is 6. So 3 by 6 it is equal to 1 by 2. Then next one, and there was another question related to Pareto optimality, and as we know, Pareto optimality is a situation when it is impossible to make anyone better off without making someone worse off. It is a situation when it is impossible to make anyone better off without making someone worse off. And there was another question related to budget line, or backward shifting of budget line, and the budget line it shifts backward when there is a fall in income. With the rise in income, budget line shift rightward, and with the fall in income, budget line shift leftward or backward. Then next, the value of dispersion. This question is about the value of dispersion. As we know, the value of dispersion, it may be 0 or it may be positive, it can never be negative. So here the correct answer is the value of dispersion is always non-negative. Then there was another question related to properties of correlation coefficient, and it was related to change of origin and scale. And as we know, in case of correlation coefficient, the correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. That means if we add some constant or if we multiply any constant, then the value of the coefficient it will remain the same, because it is independent of change of origin and scale. Then there was a question related to the difference between GNP and GDP, and the GNP and GDP, the difference is domestic to national, the difference is net factor income from abroad. GNP minus NFIA equal to GDP. And there was another question related to GNP and NNP, and here gross national product, net national product. So the difference is called depreciation. If we deduct depreciation from GNP, then we will get NNP. Then another question was related to normal distribution or symmetrical distribution, the relationship between mean median mode, or the value of mean median mode in case of normal distribution or symmetrical distribution. As we know, in case of normal or symmetrical distribution, the mean median mode coincide, or value of mean equal to median equal to mode. So all the three values will remain the same. Then there was a question about the maximum social advantage, theory of maximum social advantage, or principle of MSA, maximum social advantage. And maximum social advantage can be attained only when the marginal social sacrifice is equal to marginal social benefit, or marginal social benefit is equal to marginal social sacrifice. When MSS equal to MSB, at that time we can attain maximum social advantage. Then the next one, the question was related to displacement effect, and it is from Peacock-Wiseman hypothesis. And your displacement effect, here the correct answer is displacement effect means during social disturbances, the previous level of taxes and public expenditure are replaced by new higher budgetary levels, which is called displacement effect. During social disturbances, the previous level of taxation and public expenditures are replaced by new and higher budgetary levels. Then next, the question was from Harrod-Domar model, and Harrod-Domar model explain both it explain actual growth rate, about actual growth rate, natural growth rate, warranted growth rate. So all the three Harrod-Domar model explain about actual growth rate, also natural growth rate, also warranted growth rate. And there was another question related to Nirama Yojana or Nirama scheme, and the Nirama scheme, it was related to wealth, or and this one is for the free distribution of medicine in government medical. Nirama Yojana is related to health. Similarly, there was a question related to MG Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, and the MG it provides 100 days works in rural areas. Rural unemployment, it provides jobs for 100 days to rural unemployed. And there was also a question related to the author of the books All Things Are Bright and Beautiful, and All Things Are Bright and Beautiful, it was written by James Herriot. And All Things Are Bright and Beautiful, written by James Herriot. And another book, The Argumentative Indian, it was written by Amartya Sen. By mistake it was written as Sen. Actually it is Amartya Sen, not Sen, it is Amartya Sen. So we have collected only around 30 questions, and it is not possible to collect each and every questions, as Utkal University is never provide its questions to the candidates. So I hope you will like this video, and if you remember any other questions from that entrance questions paper, then please mention in the comment box so that we can discuss on that chapter. Thank you.